And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone, and welcome. In this video, we're going to be having a look at the suicide of the European nations. Now, this is in regards to Russian oil and gas. Now, if you didn't know, Russia have refused to confiscate and nationalise any industry from abroad, whereas we are not so honourable as that. We've actually started taking over and nationalising companies of Russians, but Russia aren't doing the same. It's funny how things flip on its head, isn't it? Well, it seems that Greece are now joining the club when it comes to being international thieves. What's actually happened is they've actually seized, which is another way of saying stolen, oil tankers from Russia in Greece. And they're actually lauding this as a good thing. But I'll prove that it's actually going to backfire massively, in my honest opinion. Now, the Russian ships, Aframax tanker Pegasus and VF tanker 2, were detained at Christos Bay in the Pataloic Gulf in Greece for reportedly violating EU sanctions. What, just sailing? That's what it is now, is it? We're just attacking everything that's Russian now. Pegasus is understood to have been towed to Christos after suffering mechanical failure, while VF tanker 2 was heading into the Black Sea, but sailed through Christos Bay for an unknown reason. In other words, they went out and grabbed them and then pulled them back into the bay and said, "What are you doing in the bay?" That's what that sounds like to me. Why would they go into a bay they've got no reason to go into? It seems very pointless, does it not? Considering tankers are pretty much straight line vehicles, they don't do turning very well. Screams fake to me, that. This comes after Putin threatened to cut off Europe's gas supply. He won't be threatening now, he'll definitely be doing it if unfriendly countries did not pay in rubles. Now, what he actually said was, you can still buy gas and oil, I'm not going to cut you off, because he's wanted obviously to keep the income coming in, but you'd have to go through Russian banks. Now, this is probably because most Western banks were actually kicking him out and stopping Russian accounts, etc, etc. So you can understand that. Now, the problem I have with this is it's theft. It is theft as far as I'm concerned. But for two, Europe is massively dependent on gas and oil. Just as an example, here's the gas. Share of gas supply from Russia in Europe in 2020 by selected country. So obviously the first few we won't pay any attention to because they're not involved in this. But Finland, who are about to sign up with NATO, 94% of all of their gas comes from Russia. Suicide pact joining NATO at that point. They are 100% nearly reliant on Russia. Then we'll go down the list a little bit more, and there we go. Greece, 51% of Greece's gas supply comes from Russia. 49% for Germany, 46% for Italy, Poland 40%, France 24%, Netherlands 11%, etc, etc. And that's not all, that's just for gas, everyone. This is which countries Russia sells its oil to. Let's have a look at these, shall we? China, 70%, 70 million tons, which we can expect. Now, that is actually only 30.6% of Russian exports. And here we come to the kicker. Netherlands, Germany, Poland, Italy, USA all get a significant amount of their oil from Russia. And here's the best one. Finland, 6.3 million tons. So Finland joining NATO and being all Billy Big Balls, their government, not the people obviously, is going to crush them significantly, along with a lot of other EU nations. And if Greece and all of the other EU nations are going to start stealing stuff that doesn't belong to them, it's only a matter of time until the supply gets cut off, in my honest opinion. It's going to crush Europe. But I'd like to know your opinion on this one. It's absolutely shocking the way that all of these countries are just committing harry-carry. It is economic suicide for the future. You are condemning your people, Greece, to a very, very long period of suffering, in my honest opinion. But let me know what you think, everyone. Stay sane. Don't forget to share it out and like it, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.